Okay, hello everybody. Today I have with us my dear friend for many, many decades, not years only, and he is a great person. He is one of the most profound soul in our world because he combines big wisdom and you understand where it comes from. He combines wisdom of ancient millenniums. He combines understanding of modern life, modern science, and he implements everything in his own life, and he helps a lot of people to implement that in their own life. So this, my dear friend, for many years, Dr. Krishna Madappa. Krishna, please tell us a little bit about yourself and about your impression with everything.
So, dearest Constantine, first, a big, radiant hug to you. This is sort of very critical because it has a convergent point from when we can trace back the first initiated meeting that we had in India.
Mm-hmm.
And when you had given the presentation of introducing the science of electrophotonics and bioelectrography at the conference, and Krishna was sharing on the use of certain specific essential oils for increasing the vibration of the inner content, because ultimately we are a cosmic antenna. So what I saw in our first meeting was science for the benefit, for the enlightenment of human. So it is literally, to me, it came through as a science of human transformation. That depth that was observed is where our friendship, our relationship, our growth has built and developed over these decades. It's always, you see the big vision, and then you work from the micro so that the macro is never out of the vision. So we have also a very clear observation, Constantine. He said when mankind attains a higher vision, the lower vision disappears unto itself. It takes a few beings with infinite energy, infinite enthusiasm, infinite courage, infinite patience, and infinite love. And you have harnessed all this into the development of the non-linearity of the software that began with the GDV generation, right at the inception. And the depth that I was able to obtain, because who is my trainer? You and the divine. I mean, remember all those magnificent evenings and nights together in the US? At 2 o'clock in the morning, you come and say, Krishna, come, let's take a look. And you point to certain findings that you found. Well, the initiation and trainings, you literally made me see things the way you got downloads. So as our relationship grew and developed from the late 90s, and then I started, and then of course we did seminars and workshops and retreats together with broad spectrum of people. And then we had folks from high levels of medicine, like from the NIH, Walter Reed, Johns Hopkins, and all come together. And when we conducted our retreats, what took place? The science integration towards optimal human performance from the inside out. That to me said everything about everything. And I know that the perspective of what I'm referencing is not easy to convey, especially in the Occidental world, because it's more driven by logical, constructive thinking, where the intuitive side of thought, the stillness of thought, oftentimes is out of sync. So that harnessing together is where this guy's strength really was tailored, because I saw that it is a clear pattern of infusing science and human transformation, science and spirituality like we called then. Now we don't need to make those terms of science and spirituality. It is a sacred science. We are addressing a sacred science. And in our deep interactive stories that we shared into the wee hours of the morning, you shared with me the levels of downloads that you had from higher intelligences that guided you, that insightfully transmitted. That, to me, is the vision of what passes through you. And the integration of this, as we know, there can be no separation, because separation is a word only when we look at life as duality. There is Advaita. Advaita in Sanskrit means unification. And you recall during our workshops and seminars that we conducted all the way up to like 2015 and 2016, right from 2000, is that I always had some nice write-up that came from one of the Vedas. One of them, and that went on to all our attendees. One of them in particular is from the Atharva Veda that clearly said, we all, in the whole planet, we see the same sun, we see similar skies, we all can learn to live together, or we miserably perish together. For a person can live individually, but collectively we thrive. And when we make that reference about collective, we look at the integration of the human, how many trillions of cells we have, and how defined you have developed the generation of the algorithms in the software, compressing, data compressing enormously, because you love data, I love data, and we are dedicated into research,
Yes,
which
absolutely.
is why I'm here in India.
Yes, absolutely. Okay,
right?
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. So I feel that it's a big part of your presentation for our Congress as well. Okay, okay. So I'm looking forward to receive your presentation for the Congress, and then it will be another chance to see each other. But from time to time we can contact by Zoom and have little talks. Thank you so much, my dear friend, and be healthy, be strong as usual, and radiate your smile as usual.
True, true. And we have a toast to the optimal plasma in water.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Salud.
Salud.
Na zdrowie.